This is a short video just to go through this new assignment on 5.1, finding the intersection by graphing. And I'm just going to go through how to do this. I got some questions at the end of class I just didn't get to be able to answer. So let's open it up. And the goal here again is to create the two lines so that they intersect one another. So here's a good one where my numbers are kind of big, and this should be a good example. So it says negative 4x plus 13 is my blue graph. So to draw negative 4x plus 13, I'm going to start by zooming it out. And I'm going to start my blue line all the way up here at 0 and 13. And the reason is that would be the y-intercept of my my graph. Now the slope, it says the slope is negative 4, right? So let's go back. So that means that I'm supposed to go down 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then have a run of 1. And at that point, I do find that the line that I got lights up green because it's correct. Now, suppose you had trouble like moving this around, or you couldn't get over that far. One of the other things you can do is you can try plugging in a different number in for x, right? So let's say I don't want to go all the way up to 13. I'll plug in x equals 3. If x equals 3, then 4 times negative 3 is, negative 4 times 3 is negative 12, plus 13 is 1. That means that this graph also goes through the point 3, 1, right? Because, when I plug in 3, it told me that y was 1. So I could plug in 2, for example. If I plug in 2 into x, negative 4 times 2 is negative 8, plus 13 is positive 5, right? And I can also get the question right by putting the points down here, or like you said here. So 1 over and 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and that also works. So you can use the y-intercept if you want, or if the y-intercept is too difficult to get to, plug in some other numbers and find some other points on the graph instead. To do the red one, I'll review the y-intercept method again. So let's bring point D up here to the y-intercept at 0, 10, which is right there. And then I'm supposed to have a slope of negative 3, right? So again, same point, down 1, 2, 3, and over 1. And now I have my two lines correctly drawn. So what I'm doing at this point is I look for the point of intersection, which I see over here is located at 3 for the x and 1 for the y. And so I type in 3, 1, and that's what I'm going to need to give me my code to get that one right.